I am super duper excited to share a teacher free communication tool with you called Remind 101. I am on Matt Williamson's page right now, and I'm here because I wanted to have you first see it as it's married to Moodle. And so Matt used an HTML block. You can see it on the right hand side of his page to embed what he's calling his Remind 101 feed, which is really just a series of messages that he's posted in his Remind 101 account that students have subscribed to. This is something that you can think about as a teacher to student communication tool or a teacher to parent communication tool. So to help you to understand this more, let me just bop over to another tab so you can see what his account looks like when he's logged into Remind 101. Couple things here. First of all, if he's going to post a message to his subscribers, he could do that in this area of the web page when he's logged in from the laptop, or he or you could install an app on your smartphone or your iPad and you can post from that as well. You'll notice on the right hand side that it's very simple to see who's subscribed to his feed. And what I love about Remind 101 is that people do not actually have to create their own Remind 101 account to subscribe and receive these messages. And your subscribers get a choice of whether or not they receive them on their smartphone as a text message or from an email. So let me show you what I'm talking about. If I click on this Invite Students and Parents button, I'm going to close my little, this is not something you'll save, then you get a little screenshot. In fact, you could download this image and you could put it in, you could print it, or you could put a little instruction sheet in Moodle or something like that. Because if you hover over the image, you can download it, which is great. So if you are telling students, or if you're telling parents, how is it that they subscribe to their feed? One way to do that, if they want to get the messages via text message, is that they are going to text this phone number, and they're going to put this message in the text field when they text it. And if you scroll down, you have this thing that says, well, learn how to subscribe via email alert. So if somebody doesn't have a text phone, or a smartphone where they get text messages, they could click on this, or you could click on this to share this alternative method of getting the messages that the teacher posts. And that is by sending an email to this email address and then leaving the subject line blank. So that is, I think, very flexible, that there's those two different ways to do that. You could also post this link right here, and that is a way for you to share with parents or students on how to subscribe to the feed. So I'm going to close this, and again, you can see right away that there's 19 students who have subscribed to this feed. And actually, the one that I was looking at on the page was his human biology feed. So what you see as a teacher logged in is you can go and see all of the past messages that he's posted. And I believe that you can also attach a file to those messages. So it's not just text. It's kind of like Twitter in the sense that there are a limited number of characters that you can post as a part of your announcement. Now, you notice if I go back to the Moodle page that you have the feed built right in. So in addition to somebody personally receiving the message via text or via email, they can also check back, or parents could check to see what are the messages that were sent to my students using Remind 101. And the way that you go about getting that on your Moodle page is through the creation of a widget. So when I go under the Mr. Williamson account menu and I go to my widgets, then these are his 3 courses. You can copy this code. So for this, if I copied that code and then I go back here, the way that you would install that widget or place it on the page is by turning editing on and then going down and going to the add a block menu, and the type of block you add is an HTML block. And then in that HTML block, if I click on this edit icon, then you could paste the HTML. So when you're looking at your tools, before you paste that code for that widget, you click on the HTML button, and then you can paste that in. You don't have to know what it means. You say update, and then you scroll down to save these changes. And let's see if that worked down below. It did. Okay, so now the feed is in there and the newest messages will appear on top. Remind 101 is a great tool. Again, the main thing that I just absolutely love about this is that it does not require your users to create their own Remind 101 accounts. They can subscribe without having their own account.